Pavlov's dog and religious conditioning. The concept of Pavlov's dog, derived from Ivan Pavlov's classical conditioning experiments, can be applied to understand how religious conditioning shapes our reality. Pavlov demonstrated that dogs could be conditioned to associate a neutral stimulus, like a bell, with an unconditioned stimulus, like food, eventually eliciting a conditioned response, salivation, to the neutral stimulus alone. Similarly, religious conditioning involves associating certain beliefs, rituals, and symbols with emotional and psychological responses from a young age. This process involves three key components. Unconditioned stimulus, UCS, a stimulus that naturally and automatically triggers a response, for example, food causing salivation. Unconditioned response, UCR, the natural response to the UCS, for example, salivation in response to food. Conditioned stimulus, CS, a previously neutral stimulus that, after being paired with the UCS, triggers a conditioned response, for example, the bell. Conditioned response, CR, the learned response to the CS, for example, salivation in response to the bell. Application to humans. Phobias and anxiety. Classical conditioning can explain the development of phobias. For example, if a person experiences a traumatic event, UCS, involving a specific object or situation, CS, they may develop a fear response, CR, to that object or situation. This is why someone might develop a fear of dogs after being bitten by one. Advertising. Advertisers use classical conditioning to create positive associations with their products. For example, a commercial might pair a product, a CS, with images of happy, attractive people, UCS, leading viewers to associate the product with positive feelings, CR. Taste aversions. If someone eats a particular food, CS, and then becomes ill, UCS, they may develop an aversion, a CR, to that food. This is a survival mechanism that helps individuals avoid potentially harmful substances. Emotional responses. Classical conditioning can also explain certain emotional responses. For instance, if a song, a CS, is played during a happy event, UCS, hearing that song later may evoke feelings of happiness, CR. Behavioral therapy. Therapists use classical conditioning principles to help individuals unlearn maladaptive behaviors. Techniques like systematic desensitization involve gradually exposing a person to a feared object or situation, CS, in a controlled way, while teaching relaxation techniques to reduce the fear response, CR. Classical conditioning is a fundamental concept in psychology that helps explain how humans learn and develop certain behaviors and emotional responses. By understanding these principles, we can better address various psychological issues and improve therapeutic interventions. Religious conditioning can have both positive and negative effects on mental health, depending on various factors such as the individual's personal beliefs, the nature of their religious community, and their overall life circumstances. Impact on perceptions and actions. From childhood, individuals are often exposed to religious teachings and practices that shape their worldview. These teachings can influence how people perceive themselves, others, and the world around them. For example, concepts of morality, ethics, and purpose are often framed within a religious context, guiding behavior and decision-making. This conditioning can create deeply ingrained beliefs that persist throughout life, affecting everything from personal relationships to societal norms. Reinforcement through news stories. News stories and media often reinforce religious narratives, further shaping our interpretation of events. For instance, stories about miracles, divine interventions, or moral judgments can resonate with religious teachings, reinforcing existing beliefs. This reinforcement can create a feedback loop where religious conditioning influences how we interpret news, and the news, in turn, strengthens our religious conditioning. Influence on behavior and societal norms. Religious conditioning plays a significant role in shaping behavior and societal norms. It can dictate what is considered acceptable or taboo, influence laws and policies, and impact social cohesion. For example, religious beliefs about marriage, gender roles, and justice can shape societal expectations and legal frameworks. Understanding this influence is crucial for psychology students, as it provides insights into the interplay between individual beliefs and collective behavior. Exploring human psychology. Exploring the facets of human psychology related to religious conditioning reveals the powerful role of deeply ingrained beliefs. These beliefs can provide comfort, community, and a sense of purpose, but they can also lead to conflict, discrimination, and resistance to change. By examining how religious conditioning shapes our perceptions and actions, we can better understand the complexities of human behavior and the factors that drive societal dynamics. Religion significantly conditions societal norms and influences our ideas of what is socially acceptable. Here's how. Shaping social norms. Moral guidance. Religious doctrines often provide moral guidance, shaping attitudes towards family structures, gender roles, sexuality, and relationships. For example, many religions have specific teachings about marriage, parenting, and ethical behavior, which can influence societal expectations and norms. Legislation and governance. In some societies, religious beliefs are deeply intertwined with legal systems and governance. For instance, countries that incorporate religious laws, such as Sharia law, govern aspects like marriage, inheritance, and personal conduct based on religious principles. This integration of religion and law can shape societal norms and expectations. Community and social cohesion. Religious institutions often play a vital role in community organization and social cohesion. Places of worship serve as gathering spaces, fostering communal activities, and providing social services like education and healthcare. These institutions promote social bonding and mutual support, reinforcing societal norms. Interfaith relations. Religious beliefs can influence interfaith relations, fostering tolerance, dialogue, and cooperation among different religious groups, or contributing to conflicts and tensions. The way religious communities interact can shape societal norms around acceptance and coexistence. Impact on social acceptability. Pressure to conform, societal expectations, and cultural norms can put pressure on individuals to conform to certain religious beliefs or practices. In some societies, religious affiliation is closely tied to social status, acceptance, and community involvement. Gender roles. The interplay between religious doctrines and societal expectations can either reinforce traditional gender norms or pave the way for more progressive interpretations. Cultural practices and traditions, influenced by religion, can perpetuate or challenge prevailing gender role expectations. Ethical behavior. Religious teachings often shape societal views on ethical behavior, influencing what is considered acceptable or taboo. For example, religious beliefs about issues like abortion, homosexuality, and the role of women can impact societal norms and legislation. Conclusion. Religion plays a significant role in conditioning societal norms and shaping our ideas of what is socially acceptable. By providing moral guidance, influencing legislation, fostering community cohesion, and impacting interfaith relations, religious beliefs help define the boundaries of acceptable behavior and societal expectations. In summary, religious conditioning, much like Pavlov's classical conditioning, profoundly impacts our perceptions, actions, and societal norms. From childhood, individuals are conditioned to associate religious beliefs and practices with emotional and psychological responses, shaping their worldview and behavior. News stories and media reinforce these narratives, creating a feedback loop that strengthens religious conditioning. Understanding this process is essential for psychology students, as it provides valuable insights into the interplay between individual beliefs and collective behavior, revealing the powerful role of deeply ingrained beliefs in shaping human psychology and societal dynamics. Positive effects. Coping mechanism. Religion and spirituality can provide a strong coping mechanism during stressful times. Many people find solace and strength in their faith, which can help them navigate through life's challenges. Sense of community. Being part of a religious community can offer social support, reducing feelings of isolation and loneliness. This sense of belonging can be crucial for mental well-being. Inner peace. Practices such as prayer and meditation, common in many religions, can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, contributing to a sense of inner peace and connectedness. Purpose and meaning. Religion often provides individuals with a sense of purpose and meaning in life, which can be beneficial for mental health. This can help individuals find direction and motivation, especially during difficult times. Negative effects. Guilt and shame. Some religious teachings can instill feelings of guilt and shame, particularly around issues like sexuality, leading to mental distress. Conflict and stress. Individuals may experience conflict between their personal beliefs and the teachings of their religion, leading to stress and anxiety. This is particularly true for those who belong to marginalized groups, such as the LGBTQ community. Fear of judgment. Fear of judgment or ostracism from their religious community can prevent individuals from seeking help for mental health issues, exacerbating their condition. Rigid beliefs. Rigid or dogmatic beliefs can limit an individual's ability to adapt to new situations or perspectives, potentially leading to mental rigidity and distress. Balancing the impact. It's important for mental health professionals to recognize the dual nature of religious conditioning. By incorporating discussions of faith and spirituality into therapy, psychologists can help individuals leverage their religious and spiritual resources as a source of strength while addressing any negative impacts. This holistic approach can enhance therapeutic outcomes and support overall mental well-being.